Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's edition of Minding Your Business newsletter. This is the newsletter we put out every month for business owners and the advisors who work with business owners. Hope you enjoy the content in the Business Corner section below. In today's edition of our newsletter, what we want to talk about are really a follow-up to the topic that we discussed last month. Last month, we spoke about family mission statements and how they're important, how they can help unify a family. And family mission statements are often an outcome and a byproduct of the discussions that take place during family meetings. And so that's what we wanted to talk about today, is family meetings and why they're important. So first off, one thing we always seem to notice about family business owners in particular, and business owners also, is that they are challenged in discussing wealth within the family and oftentimes with the next generation. Great families that we work with, one of the common themes that we see is they have great communication. That is the foundation for success in their business and within their families. If you would like to have one of these types of, call it aspirational families that thrives across generations, you have to be good at communication and you have to be good at education in the business and in the family. And family business meetings, or family meetings really, are a great way to facilitate this. One of the reasons family meetings are great is that they really help you anticipate the future and plan for outcomes that you would like your business and your family to have. If you can plan for these outcomes, that allows you to be more proactive on a going forward basis. What makes family meetings challenging is there is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Families are not identical. Obviously, different businesses play a role and family dynamics play a role. And dynamics, may sound negative, but dynamics can be positive dynamics, or it could be sometimes challenging dynamics. But when done effectively, family meetings can go a long way towards preparing the next generation to be more educated around decision-making around family wealth, can go a long way towards creating, call it, additional cohesiveness and harmony around the family, and also really bind the family together around values. For example, how does a family's values or mission drive their philanthropy? How does it drive decision-making around wealth? How does it drive decision-making around the business? So what we want to talk about are what are the 4 types of family meetings and how these types of meetings might impact you. So the first type of meeting that we often help family businesses with is a wealth and values meeting. This is a discussion where a family explores how was the wealth created and how does the family's values get shared across each generation, and identifying values that can be embraced by everybody in the family is also a part of the discussion topics and exercises that often take place in a family meeting around this topic. Another type of family meeting would be a family meeting around ownership or estate plans. So here you start to peel back the layers of the onion a little bit. You're starting to share basic information about your family's wealth, about the business, and maybe about the estate plan. Now, there's varying degrees, obviously, of sharing and how much gets shared. We always think it's a best practice to start small, and you can always increase that level of sharing in detail on a going forward basis. But a cursory understanding of the estate plan and communicating that we always think is important. Another type of family meeting is future family. What does that look like? And so that deals with usually the business aspects of who is involved in the business from a family standpoint. How do the wealth creators, that current generation, engage the next generation in stewarding either family wealth or being leaders in the family? Another type of family meeting might be the overcoming an obstacles meeting. And this might be part of a family meeting, or it could just be the whole topic of a family meeting. But it is a problem-solving session, or it doesn't have to be a problem-solving, it can be an opportunity discussion session also, where there might be a specific opportunity or challenge that requires communication and understanding across the family. So in order to have a successful family meeting, regardless of what type you're having, pre-planning is really important. Pre-planning involves inviting the attendees and making sure that you are not inviting the attendees, i.e. your family members, just out of the blue. You want to create an agenda, you want to create an outline, you want to communicate it. Another great way to ensure success in a family meeting is to ask for input. Actually, we have quite a few different assessment tools and questionnaires that we use and share with families that they might fill out to get everybody on the same page going into a family meeting so that there's a real shared sense of ownership. The best meetings that we've ever participated in are always ones where they are not viewed as let's say the parental generation driving the discussion and the dialogue. It's being driven by everyone. Another tip, use a facilitator. Oftentimes we have quite a bit of experience actually operating in this role, but a facilitator can help you organize the agenda for your meeting. They can create and drive a lot of the discussion in the meeting and really be a moderator or buffer between different family members. And that can be really important because this is, again, all boils down to communication skills. And if you have someone there who is skilled and prepared and has done this before with different families during family meetings, you'll just have a much better and different type of outcome. Another tip for a successful family meeting is follow up and capture. So after any successful meeting, business or otherwise, you always want to say, what did we learn in this meeting? Summarize it all, share it with everyone who was there. So don't let the meeting start and stop with the meeting itself. And when you're sharing it, it might be, what are the to-dos that are coming out of this meeting? Oftentimes there's great books that we will share with clients. Recent one actually is Psychology of Money. It's a great book that we've shared in a number of family meetings here over the past year. So that's a to-do that we've assigned a number of family members. And then capturing the discussion that took place in that meeting, for example, and understanding how does that drive discussions in future family meetings that might be had. And then the last tip, and this falls a little bit maybe more on the business side, but it's something we want to capture and bring over to the family side, is what are business best practices that you might hold in a meeting in a business that you can say, let's do this in our family side also. So actually here at Fairport Wealth, we use what's called the Entrepreneur's Operating System, EOS. And out of that is a tool called the VTO, the Vision Traction Organizer. It is a one-page summary that for your family can capture in one place, what are your core values? What's your family mission statement? And then what might be your 1 year or 3 year goals that drive your longer term vision for your family? And again, this is something that can be shared with all the different family members to really kind of codify what was it that we talked about and be a one-page almost dashboard for successful family meetings going forward. A lot of ground to cover around family meetings. I think we just kind of scratched the surface on a couple of these topics, but hopefully they've planted some seeds and maybe given you some pause and think about maybe a family meeting might be appropriate for you. And if you are a business owner who is family focused and has wealth, usually family meetings at some point should play a role in creating great outcomes for your business and your family. So hope this was helpful and enjoy this month's newsletter. Take care.